it's Megan here from Megan Marcel Yoga. So today I wanted to show you some stretch and strength work for the wrists. I found over the years that many people, when they first come to a yoga class, they often struggle with many of the poses due to their wrists, and sometimes that can actually stop them from continuing their practice. So today I'm going to guide you through a few exercises to help to stretch and to help to strengthen the wrists for some of the yoga postures where there is weight bearing on the wrists. So to begin, we are just going to do a very simple exercise. You interlock the fingers and bring the palms together. Then we create a figure of 8 here with the wrists. So you'll notice that it's just the wrist moving. I am not moving my arms, which is often what I see in class. So keep the arms fixed, elbows in, and just a simple figure of 8. So you can do this at the desk, at work, you can do this on the train to work. So we take a lot of strain in the wrist, especially if we work on the computer or we are on our phone quite a lot. So this is the first exercise that you can do. The next one is we work first of all with one hand. We create a fist and we're going to do some flexion and extension work. So we're going to extend through the forearm all the way down the front of the wrist. That might be enough for you. If you want a little bit more, you take the other hand, you clasp around and gently draw it forwards. Please don't push too much into this. If it's causing pain, it'll be a deep stretch, maybe uncomfortable, but there should be no pain or too much heat or tingling. The next one, so obviously we will repeat this a few times. You can hold it. The next one, you flex, extend the hand and palm. So really also be careful with the shoulder. You want to pull the shoulder blade down, the back, extend. And again, if you want a little bit more, you take the other hand and you gently draw the fingers back to deepen the stretch. Again, we take some slow, nice breaths. We hold, we release, we repeat. Just today, I want to show you the exercises and as many as possible so that you can practice them afterwards. Okay, so then we release. We do the other hand into a fist. Grab if you want a little bit deeper. We hold. We take some nice, slow, long breaths. Again, you can build this up and hold it for longer or repeat the exercise depending on time. We release, we flex, and again, if you want a little bit more, take the other hand and gently pull the fingers back. Okay, and then you can shake them off. So other exercises that you can do is in a tabletop position. So I'm going to do these facing you to begin. Now, the more that you bring the hands forward, the more weight is on the wrist. So I always tell people to bring the hands as close to them, and then over time they can take it further away. If it's uncomfortable to sit like this, you can adapt, sit on a cushion if you prefer, but we want barely any weight to begin. We have the hands again into fists. We place them onto the ground. We gently lock into the arms and push into the shoulder blades so you're not collapsing into those shoulders. I'm going to start one at a time. So I gently collapse onto the back of the hand, so a stretch for the wrists. I draw the fingers in, so I'm curling the fingertips in, and then I go back into a fist. I repeat, collapse, curl the fingertips in, back into a fist. So you can do this one at a time. And then over time, you can do them both together. And then you can start to move it further away from the body so that you'll end up with more weight bearing in the wrists when they can handle the weight. So claps, fingertips curl, and I go back in. One more. Okay. Then from there, we can take the hands out to the side. So we're now in that tabletop position. And you can just shift the weight from side to side. Just like this. Again, keep strong in the core, nice and long through the back body. And this one that most people do find difficult, so if you find it very challenging, it's quite normal, but it's one you definitely need to practice, is to rotate so that the fingertips come in towards you. You might be just at this angle or this angle, it's okay, but just try to work on that rotation over time. If this is super comfortable for you and you're not really feeling the forearm stretch or the stretch in the wrist, you just gently bring the belly button back to the spine and you shift the hips back and try to keep the heels of the hands onto the mat. Again, this is a difficult one and it is challenging, but you can adapt to suit your needs and where you're at. Okay, perfect. And then you shift the weight back and you release the wrists. Come back into a seated position, comfortable of your choice, and then come back into the figure of 8. So these are just exercises to begin to strengthen and to stretch the wrists. I recommend doing them as regularly as you can, and let me know how you find these exercises and how they impact your yoga practice. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. And just take a moment to close the eyes, to take a breath. Breathing in from the nose and breathing out. And then we just bring the thumbs to the eyebrows center, kindness and compassionate thoughts. To the lips, kindness and compassionate words. To the heart center, compassion and kindness to yourself first. And then let that filter out to everyone around you. Namaste. Please let me know how you find this video. Please like, please share with anyone you think would benefit.